Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, before I even start this article, let me start by saying that anything that I may say outside of what this article reads is my opinion alone. Okay, because I don't want to get sued by McDonald's, alright? And if you hear like a humming sound in the background, please excuse that. That's my battery backup generators, my Blue Eddies. They're starting to get charged up because they got used up yesterday because we had power out for about a day and a half or so. So let's go on, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we all know this. I think in the back of our minds we all know this, and anyone who has ever eaten at this restaurant probably knows that the food there is not really very good for you. In my opinion, it's not. And what I've always liked to say about these kinds of foods that we've been introduced to and that have been changed over the years is I like to say that it's kind of like a slow kill, right? It's introducing toxic foods into the population that's very tasty in order to bring down the life expectancy. But that is just me purely speculating. It says here that Jamie Oliver wins against McDonald's, but wins what? McDonald's loses the legal battle with Chef Jamie Oliver, who proved that the food they sell is not fit to be ingested because it's highly toxic. Now, we've heard about this in other restaurants. The latest one that I've heard something about was, I think it was Subway. Something that they could not classify the rolls that they use to put the meat products in between as bread because it's not bread. So I think I read something somewhere where it said that Subway could not say that what they sell is bread. So they have to give it a different name. I'll try to find that article and show it to you if I can find it. McDonald's loses the legal battle with Chef Jamie Oliver. Not really sure who this gentleman is, but obviously he's probably some kind of a famous chef somewhere, who proved that the food they sell is not fit to be ingested because it is highly toxic. Chef Oliver has won a battle against the world's largest junk food chain, proving how hamburgers are made. According to Oliver, the fat parts of meat are washed. Oh my goodness, I just saw the next word. The fat parts of meats are washed with ammoniac hydrogen and then used in the packaging of the meat cake to fill the burger. So I guess they call the meat the cake. Before this process, already this meat was not suitable for human consumption. Oliver, a radical activist chef who has waged a war against the food industry, says, "We're talking about meat that would be sold as dog food and after this process is served to humans. In addition to the quality of meat, ammonium acid is harmful to health," Oliver says. And this continues to say, what sane human would put a piece of meat soaked in ammonium hydrogen in the mouth of a child? And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this is a fact that goes along a lot of the food industries, and probably not even only fast food industries. I think that the best way to go is what many people have recommended and suggested over the years, is to try to grow as much of your own food as possible, and if you are going to purchase food, purchase as clean a food as you can. In another of his initiatives, Oliver has demonstrated how chicken nuggets are made. After selecting the best parts, the rest, fat, skin, cartilage, visuals, bones, head, legs, are subject to a mechanical split smoothie. Man, so they even take the heads and everything to make chicken nuggets, and they pretty much make it into a smoothie. That's disgusting. It's the euphemism that engineers use in food. And then that blood pink paste is deodorant, bleached, refreshed, and repainted, dipped in flour and fried milk-hoka. This is left in usually partially hydrogenated oils, that is toxins. Man, I'll tell you what, if everyone that was going to go to McDonald's to buy food read this before they went, they probably wouldn't go. Now, let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I do go to McDonald's every once in a while, not for food, I stopped doing that a really long time ago. Ever since I started eating Nutrient Survival, I haven't been to McDonald's for food, not one time. But once in a while, when I'm in a pinch, I will stop by there and get me a coffee. They sell a pretty decent cheap cup of coffee. However, you all know that Nutrient Survival, in my opinion, has an awesome coffee blend that they sell. The food industry uses ammonium hydrogen as an antimicrobial agent, which allowed McDonald's to use meat in its burgers, which is not suitable for human consumption. But even more disturbing is the situation that these substances based on ammonium hydrogen are considered lawful components in the production process in the food industry with the blessings of the health authorities worldwide. Now, ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself a question with everything that is going on nowadays, right? With everything that's been going on in the last couple of years, that health authorities say that the use of, ammonium hydrogen is safe for human consumption. And then they're telling us that all of these other things are safe as well. I think that they keep a lot of secrets behind closed doors that they don't want the population to know. So consumers will never be able to discover what substances they put in our food. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not really a prepping video, but I really wanted to put this out. That way you can at least be informed. Now, I told this to Little Miss Alaska Prepper, and it goes to show that youth is wasted on the young, right? I told her about this, and I also told her about another article that I read where they've discovered small particulates of plastic across a range of fast foods, and those small particulates of plastic can cause infertility, if I remember reading that article correctly. And I tell her about this, and she says, "Oh yeah, I know about that, but it tastes good." I'm like, okay. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining in. Again, if I don't have a live stream tomorrow because of the snowfall that we are expecting between today and tomorrow, I will go ahead and leave it in a quick post in my community page. I'm not sure what's going to go on. We may even lose power again. For those of you that don't know, we lost power here for about the last day and a half. And that's what you hear behind me is my solar generators getting recharged. If you hear that humming sound, it's because we were out of power for a while, and everything here was on backup power, and they're now getting recharged. Hopefully we won't lose power again. Other than that, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining in. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I'm Alaska Prepper. I am out. Ladies and gentlemen, every time that Becky or Eric at Nutrient Survival tell me that they have a lot of return customers, it is not a surprise to me, because I know firsthand that this is the most nutrient-dense survival food in the market, and it tastes great. Many people tell me that this food is too expensive, but compared to what? I have not been able to find another long-term survival food in the market that comes close to matching what Nutrient Survival offers in terms of nutrition. I would say that it's hard to find any food nowadays that are packed with as many nutrients that your body needs and can easily absorb, and that is why I am such a big supporter and advocate of this product. Sure, you can buy cheap calories with almost zero nutrients, or you can buy what I like to call the Cadillac of survival food, which is this. Nutrient Survival is currently offering this AP Essentials Kit until the end of this year for about $141 after you use the AP code at checkout. And ladies and gentlemen, I would never promote this food unless I thought it was the best. So feed your freedom with Nutrient Survival.